Hey, you already know what it is, man. We just here for the comments, baby. Just here for the comments. And I came to a realization. I came to a serious realization, okay? The realization is that it is legal to scam Americans in America. It is legal to scam Americans in America. Why do I say that, may you ask? Okay, well, everything is some type of scam. Yo, when I go overseas and stuff like that, people always, try to tell me, oh man, this is a scam. Watch out for these scams. Oh man, they scamming over here. Oh, they scamming over there. Let me tell you something, man. All right, let me tell you something. They scamming right here in the US of A. All right. I'm moving, I got to get a new storage space and stuff like that, right? So, like I said, one of this thing is kind of my fault, but the principle, the morals behind it is not my fault, okay? So, when you're making money and stuff, man, you just be like, yo, whatever it costs, whatever, take care of it, boom, pay this, pay that. You balling, you got money coming in, you feeling good, you doing what you got to do, you moving and shaking, right? So there are some people who will take advantage of that. And how do I know this? Because I literally just had a conversation with an individual who told me, hey, they took advantage because you didn't say anything. And I'm like, huh? So I'm moving from one storage unit. I won't even say the name of the storage unit, okay? But I'm in a storage unit and I'm moving to another storage unit. So for the longest time, when I first got this storage, because I think I've been with them since 2022. So when I first got them, no, it got to be a little longer than that. But anyway, when I first got the storage unit, I got one of the biggest units, okay? One of the biggest units that they had. I think I had to be paying like something like that, right? It was a big joint. Cool, that was not a problem. But eventually, excuse me, I downsized and I got a little bit smaller. I think I got like a 10 by 15, 10 by 18, 10 by 19, something like that. Storage unit. So I get the storage unit. I put all my stuff in there. And what I noticed over time, over the years, the smaller unit, I was paying $300 a month on this storage unit. Now, once again, when I'm doing my thing or whatever, it's nothing to me. I blow that anyway, but it's the principle. So when I was moving, I'm like, yo, hey, listen, I want to ask, the rate and everything. I'm paying like $300. I'm about to move to another one. I might get a smaller one. Will the rate be the same at the new one? And the lady's like, listen, I need to tell you something. They're not going to tell you this, but they just raised the price on it. And if you don't contest it, they'll just keep it high. And I'm like, but what was the reason for the raise on the fees? You know what I'm saying? What was the raise on the payment for? For nothing. So let me get this straight. So you're going to charge me more for me being a loyal customer, for me paying on time, for me always doing what I got to do, being a loyal customer. You're going to raise the price on me on purpose. Not a newer floor, not a better storage facility, no nothing. You're just raising it just because you're scamming, man. You're scamming. You're illegally doing it. You're doing it legally, but you're doing it just because, not for no rhyme or reason. So you're going to shoot me in the foot so that you're able to just make more money, right? So they was like, listen, man, you're able to, if you just move units, it'll go back down. I am literally now, when I went to this new one, I got this, well, no. I got one size a little bit smaller, but if I would have got the same size over there, I would have been paying $180 instead of $300. $180. So somebody coming in brand new, they'll give you a lower price, but the longer that you stay there, they're just going to raise the price up on you for no reason. So somebody coming in getting the exact same thing as you paying $300, they're paying $180. What? How is that legal? I don't understand how that's legal. That's got to be some type of bad business practice or something. You know what I'm saying? We got to call it the BBB, the Better Business Bureau, something, man. How is this legal? And then check this out. So I go to the storage facility. They show me the area. I'm like, yeah, this is cool. All my stuff could fit in there and stuff. So I said, they're like, you need a key? I'm like, no, I got a key at the other storage facility already. I'll just take that key, bring it over here and use that key. They said, no, it won't fit. I said, well, what are you talking about? They said, yeah, that key won't work for this. I said, I bought the key from this storage facility. What do you mean? That's the same. It literally has the name on the lock. It has the name on the key. What do you mean it won't work for this door? They purposely got an entire different door system that you can't even buy a regular lock from nowhere in the world. It's a, if I'm lying, I'm dying, man. Listen, look at this. Look at this. This is a new damn key that I had to, 3 keys. Thank God they just gave it to me. I think they gave it to me for free. But these are the new keys. But they had, like, usually you have to buy other keys to use. So it's like, so the other key and lock that I got is obsolete now. How? Why would you do? You know why? Because it's a scam, yo. So when people be talking about going overseas and all that scam, bro, we deal with scams in America on a daily basis. All right, it's all about capitalism over here, man. They say, oh, when you overseas, it's all about the peso. There's no love. It's all about the peso. Nigga, what the hell are you talking about? It's like that right here in the U.S. What are we talking about? It's the same, bro. I was talking to a lady a couple of days ago, bro. Talking to this lady, she was like, man, we were talking about like rent and stuff like that. And I'm like, yo, I want to, go overseas. This lady said, yo, she was paying $1,200 a month. And out of nowhere, they raised the rent. Not $100, not $200, not $300, not $400, $500. Could you imagine barely being able to pay your rent as it is? And out of nowhere, they send you a notice saying, hey, just to let you know, in the next 30 days, we are raising the rent $500 more. That don't sound like a scam to you? There's no new amenities. There's no refurbishing. There's no renovation. There's no nothing extra. We are charging you an extra $500 just because. How is that legal? I wonder, I have to do some research because I believe that there's certain caps on price raising or gouging or whatever you want to call it in certain states. But I know places like New York, you couldn't pay me enough to live in New York. You couldn't pay me enough to live in California. You couldn't pay me enough to live in Miami, Florida, bro. It's getting so hot. Listen, they're destroying the middle class, man. It's either going to be you rich and balling or you going to be poor, man. I mean, that's the way that we're going. Here in Georgia right now, we got like these companies, I think it's like 3 of them, buying up all the homes, neighborhoods and stuff so that they all can raise it up to a certain price. It's insane. Y'all want to talk about scams? You want to talk about scams? You want to talk about scams? We are getting scammed at an all-time high. All-time high. From every level, from every which way, man. We got our... Yo, bro, I don't even like getting into politics and stuff, but y'all know what it is. We're getting scammed, and it's legal. It's legal to scam us Americans, yo, because nobody cares. Nobody cares. It's just everybody is greedy. They getting their money. It's just to heck with everybody, man. They gonna blow out, make sure their stuff's good for their kids. They gonna die off, and then they gonna leave the problems to everybody else. Yo, man. I couldn't believe that today, man. The same unit. One is $180. But the person has been actually proven to be a good tenant, proven to be a person to pay their money on time, you raise it up to $300 on them. It's crazy. Now, check this out. So after I got the new unit, and we were going over the contract. We're looking at everything. Everything's good. Everything copacetic. It says my unit number, when the date that I got it, all that information, right? All my info and stuff is on there. Then when it says my payment per month, it says undisclosed. I said, yo, what does undisclosed mean? She was like, that just means they could change it at any time. I'm like, what? What? So you can just wake up one morning and say, you know what, now $400, man. Sorry, hey, what? It's It's like, how? And they always want to talk. This ain't got nothing to do with inflation. It's just a storage unit. There is no upkeep. Like, what do you got to do? Sweep? There's what inflation? There is no inflation. So don't give me the inflation. You're going up $200-$300 for what? Is because they can. That's what. That's why. Because they can. So I don't want to hear about people talking about, when they're traveling and people traveling and stuff, and they be like, yo, man, over there in Thailand, they be scamming, man. You got to watch out for the scams. Oh, over there in DR, you got to watch out for the scams. Oh, you go to Medellin, Colombia, you got to watch out for the scams. Bro, you got to watch out for the legal scams here in the U.S. We ain't even talking about the dirty down under. We talking about the legal scams. You got to go. Insurance. The biggest scam of all. There's people that have been paying insurance for the past 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. And then something happened, they act like they ain't got the money. You got to pull teeth to get the money you deserve. What are you paying them for? What am I paying you for? Just in case it happens? So you go your whole life, no incidents and everything. All that money just gone. That money is just gone. What are we talking? We talking about scams. You want to talk about scams? You want to talk about scams? Oh man, where have you been? Welcome to the community. Welcome to the community. See, what I see is, as long as we don't contest, as long as we don't push back, like those men did at the ports, you see what happened with those men? They all stood together in solidarity, and they said, yo, we ain't standing for this. This is what's not going to happen. So when they raised the rent $400 on everybody in the complex, everybody in that complex should have said, yo, everybody, look, we got a meeting. Yo, nobody paying their rent. The whole apartment complex, none of us paying our rent. Screw that. That's how it should be. But they could pick us off one by one. We were all individual. Some people like, oh, okay, it is what it is. Some people just like, oh, man, I don't know what I'm going to do. Other people like, man, I'm going to have to move. I can't handle. We're all individualism. So it's easy to pick us off. We all thinking the same thing, but we're not all coming together to do the same thing. But you want to talk about scams. You want to talk about scams. You want to talk about scams? Welcome to the US of A, baby. Capitalism at its finest. Okay? So that's why, see what I see? Why I travel, why I go places and things like that, because there you go. That's one of the reasons. But there you go. Well, you want to talk about scams. Listen, the whole world, this is the thing, man. The whole world got scams. The whole world got all type of different things, right? It's just, if you're getting disrespected, you have no way out from every which way, there's levels to the disrespect. You understand what I'm saying? It's the lesser of two evil situations you're going to have to deal with no matter what you do in life. It just is what it is. You got to deal with it, baby. This is just what you got to deal with. I'm picking the lesser of two evils. You understand? That's why every day I'm getting reminded of why I want to get out of the country. Why I want to travel. Stuff like this. And this is just a small cornerstone of the totality and the reasons why. But yeah, it is insane. Wow. But you want to talk about scams. Hey, man, either you see what I see or you don't see what I see. You let me know down in the comments below and tell me if you dealt with anything like this, or you know anybody that dealt with something like this, or if I'm tripping. You comment below. You tell me, man. I'll let y'all later, man. Hope you see what I see.